Hi everyone, welcome to Becky's Crafts and Goodies. Today we've got a craft video for you and we're going to use these canvas. Now they are 20 by 20, so they're not huge, but you can adapt it and use whichever style and size canvas that you want. You could also, if you've got an old one, you could also paint over the front. If you've got one that you don't like the design on anymore, just paint it and you can do exactly the same thing. So we can reuse things that we've already got and we don't necessarily have to buy new. Now these came from Home Bargains. I think they were £2.99 and you get 4 in the pack there. We're also going to use napkins. So I'm just going to open the pack. Now this original idea came from Dainty Diaries. Now I'll link her channel in the description, although I'm not doing it exactly the same. So we'll take out one of the little square canvases. Now this is also a great craft for kids. So if you've got kids off in the holidays here, this is also a really good craft for those. Now I'm going to use this napkin. I think this is really super cute. And decoupage napkins really are any kind of napkin, so they don't have to be a special type, they are just a napkin. And I really like this one, but you need sort of good designs for them. Obviously you don't want anything boring or plain. So if we open this one out, we can see that on this napkin we've got what have we got? 3 different designs. So these are the same and this one's different, this one's different. So we'll do a set of 3 canvases, and to do it, it is really simple. So all you need is a small paintbrush and some water. I'm going to start by just cutting around the designs just to make it a little bit easier. So I'm just going to cut this into 4. It's easier to get to the design, and if they're just in smaller sections. So we'll start by doing this one here. We need to get some water, get a small brush, and we're going to go around the outside of the pattern. And napkins are normally 3-ply, and what we'll be doing is we'll be separating the napkin, and we're just using the top layer. Just using the thin top layer. Now you can do this with rice paper as well. Rice paper is what we used on the chest of drawers that we've just recently upcycled, so you can also do that. It is a bit thicker, so you'll probably be at this stage you would be able to tear it, whereas I wouldn't risk tearing the napkin because they are quite delicate. So once you've done that all the way around, you just get your thumb and your finger and you just use those just to rip it off. Just go carefully because obviously it is really delicate, so you can't go at it like a bull in a china shop. You've just got to go around the edge. And if you do make a mistake, sometimes you can patch it up or just, you know, try again and save the napkin for something else. Sometimes there's a smaller design on the napkin that you can use if you kind of rip through it. Okie doke. So there we go. What we're going to do is just to separate the napkins. Now mine comes away quite easily. If I just lick my fingers, it comes away quite easy, but I know some people use tape just to help put it away, and the top part has just come away on its own. So this section here has got two layers onto it. So now we're going to pull the canvas in, and we're going to use the matte finish from Shabby Chic Emporium. I've got this if anyone's interested. I can send some of this out to you. I think it's £11.95 for 500ml. I am going to be doing it in smaller pots as well, so if you guys want to try some smaller pots, we'll be doing that too. So we're just going to use our brush. I'm using the Decoupage brush. I've got some of these if anyone's also interested in these. These are the official Decoupage ones. What we're going to do is just go over the canvas with the matte finish, and it is quite nice and thin. It is a very nice decoupage glue, so you don't need an awful lot. So go over the area, and then we're going to place this over the top of the area that we've just put the glue, and then we're going to sort of smooth it down. Now I've got some cling film, and I'm going to go over the top with the cling film. The reason that we use the cling film is it helps you to smooth and touch the napkin. So the napkin is 1 ply, so it is really thin, and you're actually getting the napkin wet by putting it against the glue, so it's very easy to tear. And if you've got this little barrier of having the cling film over the top, it just helps to smooth it out. And if there are any sections that you haven't got any glue down the bottom, just very carefully lift up the napkin, pop a bit more glue, and then stick that back down. You just have to sort of gently touch it. Now if you do make a mistake, it really doesn't matter. You can just take it off and you can just start again. Now, and also don't worry if you do get some wrinkles in there, because I think it just all adds to the effect. The world isn't perfect, and a few wrinkles didn't hurt anybody, did they? So don't worry about that too much. So I'm going from the centre and I'm working out the bumps, and I'm working out the lumpy bits and getting it as flat as I can. Now this is actually the second one of these I've done. I've just done one and I forgot to press record. So I've got two, but luckily in one napkin we got two of the same design. So I'm just smoothing it down. And then once you feel you are around about right, you can just peel off the cling film. Okay, so I'll peel that back. And I think that looks really quite cute. This one's a bit more wrinkly than the first one I did, but I think that looks super duper cute. I like it just, you know, just as it is, like that. I think it looks really nice. This is the other one. There we go. So there's two there. Now what I'm going to do is, because the napkin had 3 different designs on it, I'm going to put these two on 2 more little canvas squares. So we're going to have a set of 3. I'm going to do that off camera, but I'm going to do it in exactly the same way that I've just shown you now, and then I'll be back with you. Right, okay, I've just finished the last one. So we've got that one, this one, and this design. Now incidentally, I have got the napkins for these, so if you do want to buy some of these napkins, I have got these in stock. So we're going to let these dry now, because there's all wet glue on the top, so we're going to let them dry, and then I'm going to do another layer of the matte finish over the top really gently. So once it's dry, it will let you go over it, you know, with another layer. Right, I've gone over the others, they've dried, and I've gone over them with another layer of the matte finish, and I'm going to decorate this one. Now whilst they were drying, Chloe rang, and I was actually on the phone to Chloe, and I've just made this little like posy flower thing. All I did was gather up some lace, scrunch it, sort of do like a running stitch all the way around, did one, did another one. If you can see, it's just like that. Then I've sewn them both together, so you've got that effect. And I've just cut this out of a piece of no, just this here, this came from eBay. I've just cut a section off there, and then all I'm going to do is just glue gun this in the middle. So I'm going to decorate one of them here just to show you how you can leave them plain, or you can put like sort of extra bits on. So it's just totally up to you really how you want to decorate them. But this one here, you know, we've got a duplicate, so I thought we could maybe decorate this one up a little bit. So I've got some flat back pearl string here, so you've got your pearls on that side, and if you can see, it's flat on the underside, so that I think would work really well. So let's give this a go. Right, I'll just move the camera down a bit. I'm at a funny angle because I'm kind of sitting with the tripod right next to me. I'm going to cut that a little bit longer than we possibly need it. And I've also got this trim as well, which I think would look quite nice. So we'll cut that. I think they look really nice plain, so don't, you know, feel that you've got to add extra bits to them, because I think they look quite pretty just as they are. But I wanted to do something just to show you really. so you can see, you know, how else you can decorate them up. All right, so I'm going to stick these on now. Okay, so I'm just using this tacky glue here. Just stick them on. You could use hot glue, I suppose. This actually dries clear, but I think this tacky glue would be absolutely fine. So I'll just stick that on there, and then we'll do the same at the top. Just run it along. It's hard to get it straight with this blooming tripod, but without the tripod you won't be able to see what I'm doing, so I've got to work around it. You find that you don't get things as straight when you're filming it with a tripod in the way, which is a bit of a pain. There's that one. Stick this down as well. Right, there we go. And we're just going to stick this on. Because it's quite big, I'm going to use the hot glue gun, I think, to stick that on. So I've got a bit of glue on my hands there. And I think that will look really quite cute down this corner. You could also, if you wanted to, maybe put some tassely bits down there, but I'm going to stick that on. Just put a generous splodging of glue. And then that can go straight on the corner. And there we go. We just need to leave that to dry. It's good to use wet glue as well for the top bits because you get a little bit more time to move things around. They don't sort of set quite straight away. So I think that looks really, really cute. I absolutely love that. And of course, if you wanted to decorate all three, you know, with a lacy or a similar design with beads or whatever, you could do that as well. But I wanted to try that one just to give you an idea. There we go. So these are all dry. And I think they look just nice as they are. If you wanted to, you could water some paint down and do like a whitewash kind of thing of just some paint. So say, for instance, with this napkin, the Tiana from the Shabby Chic Emporium would be really nice. Get some paint on your brush, sort of really water it down, make sure it's not too drippy. And just kind of where this white part is, just sort of paint over here just to blend the pink in, but then the background will be sort of have a more pinky feel rather than white. But I think they look really quite nice white, and I think on maybe a kitchen or something like that, or a dining room, they'd look really, really pretty with this teacup design. So that's it. Let me just bring this other one in here for you so you can see the difference. And I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I've really enjoyed making these, actually. I'll definitely make something like this again. And if you haven't already subscribed, then please do, as we have lots more crafty videos coming up. I hope you're all okay, and I'll see you again soon. You take care. Bye for now.